Hey everybody, it's Annette Dion, and today is Wednesday. It's hump day, but that doesn't mean very much to people nowadays. I realize that. I hope everyone's feeling okay and doing all right. I know astrologically there's a lot of, I'm not an astrologer, but I just know there's a lot of heavy duty stuff happening today. So I like to listen to the Leo King on YouTube. Leo, like the sign Leo King. David Palmer, he's quite good, so you might want to tune into his channel to find out what's going on with the astrological configurations. It's a day of kind of like hard realities coming down and hitting us, so it doesn't have to be horrible. Just know that people are feeling extremely challenged and extremely scared. And if you're one of those people that has a lot of faith and a lot of trust in the universe and can accentuate the positive and see that for people, maybe give somebody that you love a call who might be not having an easy time, or someone who lives alone that could use the social interaction remotely. Might be a really good day to do that, just with the recognition that everyone's kind of, everyone in a general way is kind of scared right now. So, and I just heard our governor, the governor of Massachusetts, Charlie Baker, give quite an emotional discussion to the public about his personal feelings about the virus and the lives that it's taken. So, not to bring everybody down, because this channel is really focused on keeping everybody up, but love is the most important and the most powerful force in the entire universe. So let's remember that and do what we can to spread it around. So I'm going to pull an angel card. I just had them in my hand, so they were saying to pick one. So cards have a way of speaking. Okay, so the news has been quite serious. The conferences, press conferences, have been quite a circus and quite a display, which is a good thing, really. In a way, it's a good thing to have this display of what personality is in the limelight that is having an influence on how this pandemic is being handled. I did mention, I said several weeks ago, the governors were just going to take over, and they certainly are. And we have to unite as communities and focus on our local surroundings and local businesses and do what we can. So the angel card that we're pulling today is celebration. That's sweet. That's a good one for today. So celebrate the little things. Celebrate the miracles. Maybe, you know what, it just popped into my mind. Bruce Springsteen is, I heard, given a live stream concert tonight. That could be an example of some way to celebrate. If you can turn every day into some kind of a celebration, I think that's wonderful guidance. You can always find something to feel good about. That is just the way it is, There's a lot of prosperity, and there's a lot of good people. There's a lot of love. So that's the message for today from the angels. Focus on the love. So for the next 24 hours, I'm going to read about what's going to be sort of accented over the next 24 hours. That's what I've been doing every day around 4:35 p.m. You can get my take on the news, the psychic news. Gosh, it happened again. The devil card just popped up right at the bottom of the deck. I think a lot of people are a little freaked out about... See, I believe that we're all psychic on some level, some to a greater degree than others, obviously. And I really feel like we know something underhanded and not in our best interest and quite evil is going on behind the scenes. But we can spot this and that as probably what that is, but I feel like there's a lot that we just could never even begin to imagine that might be going on behind the scenes. So I just pulled this card up because it was on the bottom of the deck as if it was saying, look at me. The cards are speaking. They have lot of energy today. So the devil card, there's something malicious going on behind the scenes. It's really important that Americans stay awake. The blessing in disguise about this horrific thing we're going through is we're all paying attention right now. So we all need to put on our psychic, hats and tune in to at least the feeling that you're getting from the administration. And if it feels bad, then do whatever you can. Get to the polls, call your senators, congressmen, congresswomen. Do whatever you can do to let them know that, you know what, collectively we're on to you and we're going to oust you from, when we vote you out of office. So there's that. And this is not a political channel, but I am doing readings about what's happening in our country and the world, and messages from the guides that are universal that they give to me. So thank you for the guidance to my guides. I did say some time ago that Obama was going to step forward. That was before Joe Biden had become the nominee. I felt like he was going to be a prominent voice, and we're going to hear more from him coming up soon. We're going to hear more from him because now he feels like he can step up and back a candidate. He was just waiting until there was a nominee. All right. I don't know what we're going to pull today. Let's see. The Nine of Pentacles. There is good. I feel like that this is about, there's been a lot of talk about shortages, and this is what we're going to find out is I'm talking about food shortages. There aren't going to be food shortages. I feel like there are solutions being found, different ways of distributing food, and I also feel like, new businesses popping up, small businesses popping up that are in some way addressing this issue. It could be food delivery, but beyond that, I feel more organizations such as, this one already exists, Meals on Wheels, those kind of organizations, but organizations like that being built right now, as we speak. So keep an eye out for that. If there's some, if you want a job, if you feel like you need to do something to pitch in. But I even see many paid jobs that are going to be kind of being talked about in the local communities that will help the restaurant people. That's what I'm picking up on there. So keep your ears open for that. The Star card, this is, I've been saying that this is a time for us as a culture, as a humanity, to go very deep in our thinking. I feel very moved by the fact that we have so much less air pollution. Obviously, we're not spewing fossil fuels into the air 24/7 by the tons because the world has been shut down. So it's like 90% less. And this is that kind of thing. This is causing us to go very, very deep in our thinking and reflect on what we're creating now for the future. So the Star card means going very deep. This also represents an intensification of people's emotions. Somewhat like a full moon will pull emotions more to the surface. Just be prepared for that, like in the sense that if you feel like really intensely negative, for example, then just know that this is a time to really look at that, and this is a very healing card, to look at that, to not just ignore it, see if you can process it, write about it, talk to a therapist, a spiritual counselor like myself about what's going on, and see if you can do some work to release those emotions, because the stars around the big star are indicating that there's a lot of healing that's happening right now on a global level and on a personal level. And there are times in life that are more like opportune times than others for certain things. This is an opportune time for doing emotional healing work. So write in a journal, get the support that you need. Do guided meditations. That's a wonderful thing. You can call me. You can contact me for that if you want to know more. But that's the Star card about going real deep with our emotions. Everyone's going to be feeling collectively a lot of sadness and a lot of old emotions coming up, old like things that it's just time to look at and release, you know, their emotions. We all have them. We're human. That's what makes us beautiful. And this card is a journey away from difficulty. I'm seeing a lot more loss, a lot more lives lost, and that's not news to anyone. I'm not being negative. It's just the reality. It's kind of wake-up calls do require or often involve loss. I'm going to pull one more card as a clarifier because I don't want to end on a negative note, really. It's but this is the tough things that we're going to see people facing. I feel like we're going to lose a celebrity who we really love. I'm not sure who that is, and I hope not, but I am picking up that over, you know, this week or the next 24 hours we're going to find out about a loss of some celebrity. It feels like in the TV industry that we lose to the virus very soon. Okay, and the Queen of Pentacles. All right, I'm just going to say Nancy Pelosi because that's what I feel. Oh my gosh, this is telling me that there's a committee. That's what they're telling me. There's a committee about to step forward. Wow. And it's reminding me of the impeachment. It's almost like a second impeachment. I don't know if it's actually that, but it's to render his power insignificant and useless, which is very fascinating that would come up. Yeah, so look for that over the next 24 hours or so. She's working behind the scenes on something. That's a smart woman. Not only is she smart, I get that she's very psychic too, very spiritually connected. So there are people in leadership positions that are looking out for our highest good, for everyone's highest good, genuinely and authentically. So thanks for that. That's good news. All right, that's our reading for today. It's AnnetteDion7@gmail.com. If you're interested in getting a reading from me, I would love to talk to you. And please subscribe to my channel. My lights are going on and off. I will post a video daily and would love your positive feedback. If you like it, like it. If you don't, just, like they say, keep it to yourself. I'm just kidding. Love you all. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.